Hey YouTube, Jethro here. Okay, so what I have is an update on my jam that I made earlier. Been setting for a couple months, month and a half or so. But anyway, I got a video on how I made it. It's my Blackberry Jam, no pectin used, just sugar. I talked about the cooking points. I failed the first time, but here's what she looks like. You know, it's a nice thick jam. Spreads easy. Really happy with this one. So if you watch that first video, come across some blackberries or anything, I mean, it seemed to work for me. The gelling point is the big key. You just kind of have to watch the video because I showed that stuff in there and gives you a good idea. But this turned out to be awesome. I had, I don't know, 8 or 9 jars lined up across the back of the stove, and we're down to 2, and I just opened this one just to show. Those 2 back there was my fails. They was the ones that I cooked a little bit too long, and as you see, I can't hardly poke my finger in them. I'll have to boil those jars out so I can reuse them. The other thing I want to talk about is I've been on this, I've harped on it a little bit. It's about time for garlic. In my area, and this is southeast Kansas, and I'm saying if you're in southeast Kansas all the way across Missouri, Kentucky, northern Tennessee, and north, guys, I plant my garlic in the fall, and the reason I do that is because it gets a start, it takes off, it goes dormant through the winter, and come springtime, when it's time, it just starts growing like crazy. You'll harvest it by late June, early July. Save part of it for stock next year. The other part, use it. You guys up a little bit further north, plant it about a month before your first frost date, if you can. So I'm thinking, good buddy, Ohio prepper, I'm thinking you ought to be planting early October. That would give you a good start. J Null 0. If you want to plant garlic, same with you, probably early October. As long as that stuff gets a start, it's going to do great. It won't rot in the ground. It'll be great over winter. You ain't got to worry about it. The other thing I want to talk about is I went to Walmart, because you don't need to go to a special company to get your starts. For $2.78, I got a whole bag of garlic. Each one of those cloves is going to make you a whole nother bulb. The small bulbs are going to make you, 8, 10, 12 cloves of garlic. I got that, plus I got elephant ear. Now look at this. I'm a big boy. I got a big hand. This garlic is just like awesome. So it normally sets on 5 cloves on average per bulb. So I want to take these 2 this year, and I'm going to start my elephant ear garlic this year. I will not use any of this next year. These 5 cloves ought to make me at least 10 cloves is going to make me 10 plants with 5 cloves each, which will make me 50. And I might use, I probably won't use any next year, because I'm going to break them all down and replant the 50. And then after that, I'll use pretty freely. I'll just make sure I got somewhere between 50 and 100 cloves a year to plant, because I do use a lot of garlic, and I might increase over that. But anyway, watch your garlic, watch your sales. If you want to buy it right now, go ahead and buy it right now. Stick it in a cool place, dark place. It's probably going to go ahead and start sprouting after about a month and a half, 2 months, if you got that long. And, it's ready to shove in the ground. So anyway, be thinking about your garlic. Jethro out.